Okay, we'll see if we can't do us a bear in the log here. Say we're gonna mount him down here and on our base and see if we can't make him come on out of there. So as you can look at the rough out here, if you look at it real close, you got that plug kind of coming out the side of his head there. But just what you're trying to do is take that side of that plug and mirror the right side, which you know, won't take you but just a minute. Taking out that extra wood where that plug comes out of his face there. And but like I say, just when you're working on that, just be looking at the right side of his face, because that's what you're trying to make it look like. Got a little bit of wood here on his toes. That's where his foot comes out under his face there. And here we're separating his foot from under his chin. Yeah, and you know, as far as what the finished product should look like, you can always, you know, look at the picture on the website. Kind of got a finished picture of what, you know, the way I make them look. So a lot of people just print them off a picture of it, and so they kind of see what it should look like, or just make it yours too. You know, you can always modify them to your look if you see something. Way of making him you rather make him look like, and you can do it quickly. And here we are, just knocking out the wood between his ear, putting some fur on his head there. Just a quick little bit of fur here and there. And I like this vise here where I can kind of point it upward, which it makes carving it really easy. Looking up underneath the bottom of his mouth, when he's laying flat, you can't see under there very well, but if you can tilt him up, you can see what you're doing a whole lot better. And then we're gonna spin him around, and he's got a big plug that comes out the backside, and you can, the original model has a foot sticking out the back side. Now, some people just round it over and don't show his feet, just kind of make a big butt. And, but like I say, in the original model, we kind of got him showing the foot, so we're going to kind of carve his foot in back here. So you pretty much have to carve it in. The wood's there to do it, but it only takes just a second to learn how to carve a bear's foot sticking up out of a log. So, but you would have to carve it in. But like I say, if you didn't feel comfortable doing that, then about half the time we just whack that piece of wood over on the backside and just fur it all and make it his whole butt. So right here, what you're drawing is the toenails in, your claws, putting his toes in the back of his foot. So just putting a little fur on his butt. We have hand carvers that order just a couple, one or two of each type, you know, order 4 or 5, but most chainsaw carvers, you know, like they might order 10 or 20 of these, and, you know, they usually order 100 or so at a time of different ones. So, you know, we recommend a mixture because, you know, just for inventory purposes, you don't want, you know, 100 of one item. You know, when I sit on that one item, you know, waiting on a particular buyer for that piece, when I had 20 different type items, you're going to be marketing to a lot more people. You know, if they don't like this particular bear, but they might like something else. They might like the turkey or an otter or something. So we we try to recommend people to buy 100 of one item. Now, we'll sure do it, sell it to them if that's what they want. We try to tell people they should order 10 or 20 of them and different things and get a mixed load and then replace them as they sell them. That way they know what's moving faster than other stuff, and they ain't got all their eggs in one basket, you know, it kind of separated out. So here we are just using the eye tool to show his toes back there just above his claws that we cut in with the chainsaw. So that's pretty much it with saw work there. Yeah, we're gonna get our brush out and try to defuzz him a little bit. A few people that call back asking questions about whether they should do something one way or the other, but for the most part, most people can tell what they have. But anybody that has any kind of questions about it, they can feel free to call, and we'll sure try to tell them what we think it should be like. I would say our biggest market is already proficient chainsaw carvers, and they pretty much know where to take it. Well, it's just a quick little burn job, give him a little color. Now, me personally, if we're going to use it, leave him burnt and not paint him, I like oxyacetylene better than the map gas, just because I can pull the flame down a little tighter and it burns harder in a smaller spot. Yeah, here we're just burning the bear, not the log, just so you can see the bear away from the log. If you're going to paint the bear black, you could burn the log a little bit. You wouldn't want to burn it hard, but you just, you know, always try to keep enough contrast there that it don't look like the same piece there. And I believe that's going to be it. You know, one little bear stuck in the log trying to squeeze out. I thought we'd kind of go over the stuff that we use basically on coloring our carvings here. Our main things, I got some dyes here that I made by Mixall that you can mix with just about anything. I use basically water for the 90% of it. Mix, you know, the dye with water. It's real easy to keep clean in my airbrush. But what I probably use even more than the colors is Minwax stain. I like golden oak, is probably my favorite light color. And then I use Vincinal and black walnut for my dark colors. Minwax makes hundreds of different colors. I basically use 90% of what I do. And as far as airbrush system, I got cheap Harbor Freight airbrush, or you can get them on eBay. That's about what we use for coloring our carvings. Hope this helped. Okay, on this bear here, we're going to use a little dark walnut on him, make him into a black bear, which about half the time I use black paint. We're going to use the dark walnut stain here. I just kind of darken his eyes up real dark, inside his ear, tip of his nose, and then I spray it real hard where the tree and his body come together. And then the rest of it, I just kind of blend, fog, try to leave his muzzle light, top of his ears a little bit light. On the back side, just pretty much between the log and his body, put in real hard in that crevice. And then spray his toes and then put his toenails on. The rest of it, just a good dark black walnut stain. And that's it for today. Hope you have a good one. Carve on.